Hi, my name is Myc Wyse. This is a 3-set of breakdown attached juggling beads. In the 3-set, you have 2 ebbs and a flow ball. It's all about how you're holding it and what you're doing to it. So, your position and your technique. You can hold it 3 different ways. You can have a ball hold, a string hold, or a combination hold. BSC are your basic positions. So you choose a basic position. I'm going to choose chaos, where it all started for me. Currently I am okay pinching it. You can also just okay like that, where it's just going through and you capture the ball so it won't slide through. But in chaos position, as long as the ebbs don't go through the try. So from there, you just have to try to add some motion. Feel it first, swing it, maybe some centrifugal spins, spin it back the other direction to get it untangled. As long as those ebbs don't go through that try, it won't tangle. From there, once you add motion, you start wrapping it and letting it unwrap, or turning your hand, causing these twists and these tangles, as long as the ebbs don't go through the try. So now you've added some motion, you've felt the swing, you've worked with the pressure of the wraps and unwraps. Now let's add some force to it. So motion has a forceful part. When you start spinning it, it goes above the center line. So the center line sets the point where gravity is then being worked against and you're having to force it. Initially, gravity is pulling it down, so you're feeling it when you're working with the down part of it. The second you start working up, you're forcing it. So you have to spin it, give it enough force in that rotation of it that it'll make it around, and you can lull it out from side to side to slow it down to go from a spin to a swing. Best demonstration of a lull is the position O position in a lolly. You can, by adding a tempo, lull it out side to side, so you can go from a wheelie, a full circle, to a lolly. Lollies are done in this O position, where you're holding ebb and flow. Ebb and flow cause a circle, so this is called O position. Anytime you have both ebbs in the same hand, the position is squared. So O position goes to O squared. This is no position. This is now position. So no and now. The reason why it's no and now is this is no flow included. This is with flow. And in now position, there's a tons of different things you can do, because you can lock it. Let it twist twice and pull it tight. If you get it good, those two will lock there. Let me try that again. So from now position, ebb in 1, you spin this around both legs about twice and pull it tight so it goes to a lock. Now it's secured there. It's not tangled unless that ebb goes through this try. So you can switch positions, grab an ebb, let it fall out, go back to a bit, go into some juggles. Now the difference between spinning your flow leg and spinning an or both ebb legs is when you want to tangle or twist it back, ebb legs tangle around the flow leg and will untangle. The flow leg twists around an ebb leg. So you have twists and tangles. The reason why it's important to discern those two is because you can do different things. Twists have a lot of different twist backs to where you can grab the string, twist it back on itself, and it will come back out. Tangles have a lot of different options as far as when you start tangling it back on itself like that. These are tanglers. Another great tangler position is fawn. Flow ball and one, F-O-N, fawn. This is all really fun position. You can twist these two and then take that whole thing. It'll start to untangle as you have it here. So you can keep going in and out of these fawn or fawn position stuff. If you go from fawn to on by a double string hold, turning it into a flow chaos, this is on. On is a very complicated position, but an easy way to practice this is not to hold the ball, to close the try as much as possible. It's almost impossible for it to tangle now unless you open up that hole and let it go through there. You've closed the try up so much that you can just really feel secure about tangling as much as you want on there and getting all crazy with it, and then it'll come back out. So you can screw a tangle too. Screwing a tangle means you wrap it up really tight and then find the rhythm and the tempo to have it screw back out again like that. So you can screw a twist too. Screw like this. That's a screw unscrew. You can always open back up to seb. This is ebb, just holding one. First ebb, second ebb makes this seb. Anytime you're holding a double of a position, it's first, second. They're in opposite contacts. It's a double of the position, so first and second. So there's other versions of that same rule, whereas if you're holding chaos, this is sauce, S-O-S, because you have first chaos, second chaos. If you're holding one string, this is sun, first one, second one. Those are the two rules. The squared, anytime you're holding a double in the same contact, it's a squared position. So this is F squared. This is O squared. This is X squared. X is a very interesting position as well, because you want to hang your knot and your ebb together like this. So now you're an X. So these can go back on each other, and you can switch to the opposite side to open it up to now. So like now it's open, back in to the X. Now it's open, back into the X. Now it's open, back into the X. So simply by switching your hand to the other side of the tangle, it untangles it. And that's enough for this lesson. Enjoy.